this is Lisa Schmid. Welcome to New in the Studio. Sorry, just gotta get comfy there. Today is Monday, and I'm happy to have you.
Hi, Tanya.
Come join us. Hey, Tanya. So I don't know where some of you, I'm not sure where you're living, but we are in Minnesota, and tomorrow there's supposed to be, they say, I love this, from a half inch to 6 inches. Or half inch to 12 inches of snow. It's like, okay, can we narrow that down a little bit? Tanya, can you hear us? We just want to double check our sound here for a second. So give me a yes. And if you don't, they'll know you didn't hear me. All right. Okay.
Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay.
What are we going to talk about today?
Tonight I'm going to talk about sorry, I got distracted by the sound.
Our
good.
season's
Yes.
shadow box.
Yes, our season's shadow box. Thank you. Okay, so I want to show you the ones that I have already made, and then we'll make one together tonight. So here is, this one is our summer one. So there it is. Try to get that circle off. So here's our summer one that I made. Oh, how could I forget something? I always forget something. Anyway, here's our summer one, and just bright and cheery. I don't know if you can see on the daisies, we put some crystal effects in the middle of all the daisies, so it's nice and bright and pops up. Tried to pop up a lot of things. We've got some of the flowers on the butterflies. Yep. So lots of fun things in this one. This one is our summer one.
And we've been doing this as a series, so you can join the series at any time. Because the first time you do it, you sign up and you get the frame and whatever one is happening that month or that season.
Yep.
And then the next time, you could just do the insert. Or if the next time is someone else's first time, they would do the frame that time and get the whole shebang, and you would just do the insert. So join at any time, but you're going to see we're doing these throughout the year.
Yep. So here's this one, summer. Okay, got summer here. And I wanted to show you this one in the box so you could see the shadow box. Some people are like, what's a shadow box? So there's summer. Here's fall.
It's a frame with a little extra depth.
Yes, it is. So here's the fall one. I absolutely love this. So this one was a little bit easier to make because I measured. Dave's like, you need to measure. So sometimes I don't measure. I just keep cutting, trimming, and piecing. And then when I go to remake it, it's a little bit harder. But this one I actually measured and did this kind of layout with the 3 on the bottom, one big one there, and then a little smaller. You can see this one's different. So tonight we're going to put together a winter one. I love this one. I don't know. I think this is super fun with the leaves in the bottom. Can you see that? I'm going to show you a little closer because I really am proud of it.
Patty says she loves both of hers because she was here for summer
and
fall.
Yes. All right. So let me set those down, and we're going to make a winter one. Because,
so, as you might guess, the one we make tonight, you would be able to come and make at our next Shadow Box event.
I feel like my camera's off here. No, it feels like it's off. Dave's going to come fix it. Okay, so I did pre-cut and pre-stamp many of these, but I will show you. Hello, there it is. Nope, that's not good. Well, that's not. All right. I will show you what stamp sets I used, but okay. So I started down. I pulled for the way I design these. Nope. Can you pull it in more and it's straight down?
No, because I get in the way of the camera.
It's too far over here. Okay. So the way I design these is I try to think about, first I pull out like all the stamp sets that I want to use that are winter or that I think I might want to use. And then I go ahead and make them. So here, I'm going to ask you to guess. Do you know where this is from? That little thing. While you're thinking about that, I'm going to show you the trees. I probably used 8 different stamp sets to make this, so it is quite a bit. The trees came from this stamp set right here, Peaceful Deer, which is also where the deer came from. So I stamped him on crumb cake and punched him out. There's no dies with this. It's just a punch.
Tanya says it's a much better angle.
Yes,
I know.
Thank you.
Somehow the camera had moved up, so I had to work with it.
Yep. So I went ahead and stamped this, and do you know where that comes from, that little line? I'm going to show you. It comes from the Penguin stamp set. Look at that, Penguin Place. So right here, that's okay. Penguin Place, that line right here comes from this. Now you may think green is a little bit of an interesting color. except the trees are obviously green, in a winter scene. But you've got to see, are you ready? Look at this paper. Oh, what is it, you ask? Thank you for asking. That is a paper in our new mini catalog, and I will show you this paper because it's so stunning. It's actually called Fine Shimmer.
I have the penguins.
What would you like?
The penguin set.
The penguins. You may have the penguins. Here you go. So Fine Shimmer. Look at this. Okay, I thought this was great, just the green, but wait. There is also the Fresh Freesia. Isn't that fun? And then there's like a gold. Oh my goodness. I am a sucker for shiny things. So that is just so much fun. So that's the paper I wanted to put on the back of this. All right. I'm going to go ahead and adhere things as we are talking. You can tell I tried it one time and I was like, oh, I'm going to try it a different way. Lots of different ways till I get what I like. There we go. So we'll put that together. And then our deer in that stamp set with in the stamp set with the deer, which was right here. Yep. In the stamp set with the deer are these little things. I'm like, well, I don't think they're little turds. So I'm going to, I don't think they're little turds. I don't know. I'm going to use them as little footprints. So I stamped those right here to make like these little footprints for the deer to be in. Nice. Ooh, yes. Now, of course, we're going to use dimensionals because we want, I still haven't brought over my circles, so I'm going to use this. We want as much dimension as we can get because we're in a shadow box, so why not, right?
You have the space, so let's use it.
Yes, exactly right. So he's going to go get dimensionals. Can you also get the alphabet set? That is, do you know where it is? To the right of the paper cutter. He's going to get dimensionals so I don't have to use these little ones. Such a good guy. All right. So we're going to pop her, it's a her, right? Up right here. Okay. That's pretty. I think it's really pretty. So I stamped the trees in soft succulent because that's another color, or because I thought that would look good with this paper. There's big trees and little, so I stamped it and then stamped it again to try to get that dimension of some might be close, some might be further away. And there's really no rhyme or reason of how I did it. I just kept going. So this one is going to go down here on the bottom. All right, this one's going to sit right here. I'm not going to put it on yet because I want to get the rest of it situated first. And then we'll put it on. Okay, the next thing, if you remember the Gnome paper, our Gnome Designer Series paper in the current mini catalog has this fun one with snowflakes. So I was like, oh, well, let's put that right next to it. And what could we put on it? But let's make some. This is our velvet paper. Let's make some snow. All right, I'm going to make a little bit more snow. And we're just going to layer these because then it makes it more look like Minnesota. Right, tomorrow. Let's, I'm just kind of randomly cutting and we'll see what we want to use. I don't want that exactly the same. So I'm going to do this. And we're going to put one right here. So then we've got some layers of snow. Can you see that there? So it makes some layers. And this is that velvet paper. Make sure I've got the right side up on all of them. The back side is not velvety, just the one side. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue these together and then we'll decide. I think we might need to trim it just a little bit because I think we might need a little bit bigger border, but we'll see. I'm going to move this aside so we can just get this situated here. So there's that. And we'll put this one up here. And if you tear forward like this, you get this nice edge. Do you see? You can see that there. If you, on the back side, it's just flat. Like there's no, so if I tear backwards, I don't get that. Do you see that? But if I tear forwards, I get this kind of nice edge there. So I did notice on this one I tore backwards, but this one I tore forwards. So I'm going to actually make this one look a little more like the forward stamping one, forward tearing one rather. Remember, do any of you remember we used to have that tearing ruler? Tearing edge. And then when it gets kind of rough like this and I'm like, well, I don't really want it to look like there's I don't want it to look like a snowplow just came through and it's kind of all rough. Then I just took something. We used to have a tool for this too, and kind of made it a little bit smoother. Remember that? I know, so many tools. Some things we don't have anymore. And this glue was down lower than I wanted it. There we go. Put some on here. And I think that'll look good. We've got some layers. I think it looks good. Okay, so let's just get that on. And all right, so this piece is going to sit right next to this one right here. And I think I do need to trim that just a little bit because, for one thing, these aren't even. I can see that they're not all perfectly even, and I do want them to be even. This side looks okay. All right, I think we're good there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stick this on because I've got adhesive all over it, and you know what's going to happen if I don't stick it on. It's going to end up picking up something I don't want to pick up. So I'm going to go ahead and put the border there on looking at all three sides, getting a little border there. Now, that is going to hold my Christmas trees. So we have these very fun Christmas trees in, I believe it's this one. Yes. In this stamp set, which is called Trimming the Tree, there's some really fun Christmas trees. Remember they came out, I don't know if you remember, we came out with the dies. So these dies are really fun to make the tree. So let me show you the trees. And I used that shimmer, no, it's called pearl paper. And I cut one big one and two little ones. So I thought I'd tuck a big one in here. We might pop that up a little bit. Tuck a little one behind it, and then maybe one more like up here somewhere. So let's go ahead and do that. Stick those in. Because I'm tucking this one in, I'm not going to pop it up. We'll just tuck that in there. Isn't that pretty though? I think it's a really fun tree. Well, it kind of does pop up, so that's fine too. Put some adhesive there. All right, and that one, and then I think I'll pop up that last one. Did you actually? Yes, you did. Oh, minis. That's okay. I'll go ahead and use. No worries. They're in the drawer. It's okay. That's all good. I think I have like 10 packages right now. I just need to bring some over here. That's all. So let's go ahead and stick some dimensionals on our tree. And this tree is going to sit, I guess it will sit on, oh, it has to go behind it, right? Because it's back further. So I'm going to tuck that in there. So I guess this tree will pop up a little bit. Let's put a little piece of dimensional under it. That's fine. It can pop up. It can have some.
More dimension, the better. More
dimension, the better, especially with a shadow box. I'll just grab a piece of this. Some of you are probably like, I can't believe how you just tear things off. I do. I don't want to get my scissors sticky. That's one reason. The other reason is it's just maybe a little quicker. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Can you see? Oh, look at that. You can see the pearl. Isn't that so fun? Okay, so we've got 2 pieces done. And now we are ready to do something else. So I saw the other color I thought I would definitely want to use is the Pacific Point. And I was like, ooh, this shimmer paper, honestly, I think it's current. I'm going to just say that. I'm not sure. But look how fun that is. Oh my gosh, it's just gorgeous. And I said to Dave, well, I like it, but I have this big open, and I don't want to do another deer. I just did a deer. He's like, well, just cut one of these snowflakes in the vellum.
One of the trees.
One of the trees, rather, in the vellum that has the snow. It looks like snowflakes. So smart. So let's go ahead and stick that down. And this die comes from our Grassy Grove.
That is job number 76, Design Assistant.
Yes. So this one comes from our Grassy Grove. And that does have a deer in it. That's lovely. But all right, let's go ahead. I'm going to grab my... All right, so just you wait. This is going to be so cute. We thought, oh, let's just show you as we make it because that's just kind of fun. All right. Sticky, sticky. There we go. All right, we're going to put this on our Pacific Point right here. That looks good. All right. And our tree, we're going to tuck like right under here a little bit and just stick it like that. So I'm just going to put one strip of adhesive right there, tuck my tree under so it's sitting behind that, and Just stick it down. Isn't that so cute? Look at, isn't that so fun? And this tree, the tree die has these little pieces that kind of, they pop out, but they're not, they don't come all the way out. All right, so let's bring this back over. That's gonna go right here. All right, now we are going to, of course, we're gonna use snowflakes. And this paper, again, comes from the gnomes. There was lots of snowflakes in the gnome paper. So let me go ahead and adhere these two together. Now this is Balmy Blue. So this is my third color. I have
Pacific Point.
Soft Succulent. I have Soft Succulent, Pacific Point, and Balmy Blue. So those are my three colors that I'm going to continue to use in this frame. All right, and then of course I want to cut out a snowflake. So I cut out a snowflake, which comes out of Joyful Flurry. There's so many fun snowflakes in here. Look at that. So I cut one out. I used this one and then did a bigger one from another set, I think. Anyway, so many. I think this one perhaps. Yes, this is my, oh, this is the snowflake I actually used. This one, sorry about that. So this is the snowflake to make this. And one thing I will tell you, I had used this one and cut out a lot of snowflakes. And so when I ran it through here, it wasn't cutting out and I couldn't understand why. So I put a shim underneath, ran it through again, and it still wasn't cutting out. And I thought, what is going on? Well, when I looked here, it was all, there was white paper all full in here. So then I just took my take your pick and kind of popped out all that white paper, and then it was okay. So, and this stamp set is back to that Christmas lights. So pretty. The shimmer paper or festive paper that goes with that is on sale. Ooh, that came from that little one. Sorry, I got to put that back. Otherwise, you know what happens when you have little ones you might lose. There we go. All right, so we've got this snowflake. Cute. Let's go ahead and stick that directly on. I guess we could pop it up, but that seems kind of tricky to me. So I'm going to stick that on like that. And then I thought, well, let's put some words on it. Let's put something else on it. So this Let It Snow comes right from here with the Joyful Flurry. Love that. So I'm going to put the Let It Snow here. But then what do you think about this? This was a last minute like, ooh, what about our little snowflake? What do you think, Dave? Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, so this one definitely needs to be popped up. And thank you for getting the dimensionals. That makes it much easier to, you can also double them, right? To make them pop even more. We've got a shadow box, so we want it to stick up high. I'm going to make it like that so it's offset from the other one. All right, then we've got our little words with a little piece of the ribbon. It is...
So Tanya said, did you die cut the snowflake, the big piece, and then die cut the inside? Or did you do them at the same time?
No, I did it at the same time. Thanks for asking. That's a great question. I'll show you. So I do them at the same time. Where'd the other piece go?
It's right there.
Where? Oh, here it is, right here. So you can do them at the same time because they fit together like that. So that's handy. I think it's made so that if you wanted to do a different one inside, you could. Or if you wanted to do like one of these little starbursts inside, you could. But this fits perfectly right in there. Like Stampin' Up! Made it that way. So I just die cut them both at the same time. No need. And if you wanted to do these two different colors, you could do that. So lots of possibilities, but I do them at one time, just at one time. Okay, we've got our snowflake popped up there, and I'm going to pop up my words also. Got lots of popping going on. All right, I think I'll put it at a little angle there. There we go. With some of that fun glitter ribbon. Isn't that cute? I think it's cute. What do you guys think?
Looking good.
All right. Okay, now we have, I'm just showing you kind of how I designed it. This is actually the order I designed it in. So then I thought, oh, what about Pool Party? Because that's another kind of blue. So I took Pool Party and, yep, gnome paper. Look at that, more snowflakes. Awesome. Love that when you're looking for things and it all just comes together. So let's go ahead and stick this on. Looking at
your base piece away for all that it's long.
This one? Sure.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So I'll work on this one. Yep, sounds good. All right, so there is that. Isn't that pretty? And then I thought, okay, well, what can we use with, I don't think I brought it over actually, but maybe, oh yes, I did. What can I use for words? Because in the last two, I don't know if you noticed, but both of them, I actually die cut out letters out of the dimensional sheets. So that one I did that for, and the fall one, both of them, I did the same thing because the letters are kind of small. These letters are actually not current, but we don't have any letters. Well, yet we will soon, coming in the new catalog. So then I thought, what could I put letters on? So look. Oh, a mitten. Yes, a mitten would be darling. So I thought, what if we took our mitten and cut it in, or stamped it in the Pacific Point, the
Soft succulent.
Thank you, and the
Balmy blue.
There you go. Good job. And do we want them like that? I think so. That looks good. And then I need to put letters on them, right? So I thought we could use these little letters, our little alphabet. Do you mind grabbing the punch that goes with that? That'd be awesome. I'm going to go ahead and pop all of these up, which is, I know, but we're going to use the edge. It'll go quickly. Look at that. Big old piece of dimensionals. Doo-doo. So easy. But these mittens, I thought, oh yes, how fun. And you could mix them up, I suppose, but I'm going to keep them kind of their mate, their pair with them. So you can see why sometimes it's easier than using a dimensional dot. I probably should lay these down, otherwise I'm going to either run out of space or something like that. So let's get this one going downhill a little more. There we go. I think that'll look cute. Yep, we'll overlap that one a little bit. Okay. Thank you, my dear. Awesome. Thanks. So we'll stick this one on. And we can always move them a little bit once you get them on. You can't move them a lot, obviously, because then it would tear the paper, but we can move them a little bit if we want to. I'm going to tuck that under like I did with the first one. Those are kind of at the middle, center middle. And here's this one. Kind of want it there. And then the last one I'm going to tuck under. How are we doing there? Any comments?
Loving it. Love the alphabet set. Love the colors.
Okay. There we go. Can I ask you to get one more thing for me?
What do you need, my dear?
Can you get that, yep, thank you. Can you get this, okay, what's the word? The ribbon that's, Diane said she thought it was kind of thick.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. All right, let's go ahead and stamp winter, right? Winter. And I'm just going to put all my letters on here. W-I-H-I-N. There's the, I should have done this maybe ahead of time. Sorry about that. W-I-N-L-M-N. Oh, it's with a thanks over there. Sorry. All right, let's just stamp a couple of them. We'll give you an idea. I will stamp the I because I have some of them over there with other letters, or are they here? I don't know. They might be here. I think they are. Look, I think they're here, and oh no. So what I did here, just so you have an idea, this doesn't come with this behind it. I actually stamped this. These are great alphabet, but the way it comes, they're kind of jumbled, and I couldn't figure out how am I going to see what I need. I can barely find it when it's in order, right? So this is the way it actually came. Do you see that underneath? So I stamped them in order, and then just went ahead and stamped these little pieces so I could see them. And then these pieces under here are all the foreign languages that I personally don't use, but you might. All right, winter, W. Let's see. I think, what do you think? Black? What color are we going to use here? Black, because everything else, we've got lots of other colors. So give me a W. Just kidding. All right. I hope you're enjoying this.
Starry Night.
Say it again.
Starry Night would also work, but black.
Oh, Starry Night. What's that?
No, what's the dark color?
Oh, I see. Yes, Starry Sky.
Starry Sky.
You're right. Yep. And I'm going to stamp it just backwards because I started over here. All right, there's my W-I-N-T-E-R. All those letters are in thanks, which means this is somewhere else. So we'll just do the W-I and call it a day. Now this punch goes perfectly with it. Love that. I could even stamp around it if I wanted to, but I think Think this is good, or should I have? I think it might.
You're only doing 2 letters. Just go like that.
We'll just go like this. Oh, okay, 2 letters. W. That can go right on the mitten. Maybe up here on the snowflake. And say it again.
On the snowflake.
On the snowflake. And the I. There we go. All right. So we will. Ouch! Just pinched myself. Be careful when you do that. All right. Look how cute that's going to look. This is the trim I was thinking, so I'm going to leave the letters off for right now, but this is the trim. How fun is that? So this is going to look like it's hanging on this. These are going to be hanging on it. So what we're going to do is put a piece of, or some glue, not a piece, some glue under here, because that's where it's going to stick to. So I'm pulling up my little mittens, and because I want to look like they're hanging from this. Oh, you know what else would be cute? Using those little clothespins. Mm-hmm. That would be cute, but this will be good. We'll tuck that under.
If you come to class, we might have some clothespins.
I do have clothespins, the little ones. That would be really cute. I see. All right, so I'm going to leave that like that, kind of let that dry, and just trim this. And I'm going to kind of set this aside, because I'm going to come back to that. Okay, let's go ahead and put it together. What do you think? Those are all. I think those are all our pieces. Oh, nope. Yeah, that's okay. Nope, but the last. 2 more, actually. But I'm going to go ahead and put this together so far. Yeah. So I'm going to start over on the side. In the shadow box, there is a bit of an edge that you want to make sure you leave. Otherwise, you're covering up some of your cute design. So I'm going to start with the bottom. I don't know why, but I like to start at the bottom here in the corner, just like that. Make sure it's straight. Oops, I just moved it. I
should wish they would have made a left and a right button.
Oh, you know what? And Jan, you can do that. I did do it on one card, and I will show you. Did I do that?
It's called mirror stamping. Yeah. And you do it by stamping on your block, and then.
Yes, you stamp actually. You stamp on this mat right here. This. Oh. Yeah, you stamp on that, and then it actually lets you stamp. I can put this in a little. Oh, it's fine. All right. Sorry, I set it down and then just changed my mind. All right, there we go. So that's going to go even with the side. There we go. I'm going to move this one down just a pinch. Sorry. And that's okay because it's going to get covered, so it doesn't matter. There we go. All right, good. Good. Okay, then we'll stick this one down. So cute. And we'll put that, that same distance. I'm trying to go in for the same. You kind of look for these lines and get them the same. Okay, and then we've got our title up here, Winter, which we know is going to be there. Now, this is where this is what I had done, and I said to Dave, okay, I'm stuck. I've got this done, and I have this little space. He's like, well, do you have any more animals? I'm like, well, I have a fox. So we used the fox out of here, which I thought would be super cute, but he needs to be, I thought he's kind of floating, you know? So, well, what is he going to stand on? He's going to stand on snow, right? So I'm going to go ahead and move that aside. We're going to stamp some snowflakes on here and then put the snow on and then put the little fox on. So I'm just going to stamp, take this so I don't get ink all over, because I'm just going to stamp a whole bunch of little snowflakes.
Little snowflakes.
Yeah, they are small, aren't they? They're cute though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll turn this. He's going to, that's probably going to get covered. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. Just because it looked kind of plain. I'm like, well, he can't be just floating in air. And again, I tore this. So let's go ahead and stick that on. Just here on the bottom. I'm going to line it right up on the edge. I'm going to actually leave a border. I forgot. I'm going to leave a little border on all sides, because I kind of did that with the other one. So I thought I'd do the same thing with this one. And then we just need our little fox. These are so cute, these little guys. Look it. So he's like, doo-doo-doo, walking in the snow. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Like the fox that wanders in our neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to grab this one, even though he brought me dimensionals, because he's kind of long and thin. So I think this will work really well here. And put one more little strip down here. There we go. All right. There we are. And his nose sticking out too far. Okay. That's all sticky. And we'll just pop him on there. And look how cute he is right here in that little gap.
Hi, Andrew.
Like that. Oh, this one has to move. Anyway, that just like that. Okay. So stick him in there like this. This is where measuring really comes in. You can see when I didn't. Yeah. So this one's going to have to be a little longer. I'll come back and deal with that later. All right. So then I still have this little gap. I'm like, Dave, what do I do? He's like, snowflakes. I'm like, oh, you're so smart. So I die cut some snowflakes in the 3 colors that I was using, Balmy Blue, Pool Party, and Pacific Point, and those can go right. I wanted the green away from this green, like that. So that, do you have a commercial? You want to tell us something?
Oh, yeah.
And I'll go ahead and stick these down while you're doing that.
Sure. So obviously we've been showing you this, and this is something that you could come and make. We have coming up our season Shadowbox class. It's on Saturday, December 10th, so just over a week and a half away. It's at 10 a.m. here in the studio. Like I said, if it's your first time and you don't have the Shadowbox, it's $25. You get all the materials to make your insert, plus the frame itself. And if you've already made one, you can just sign up for just the insert. So it would be just $15 for that. As with everything, go to thestamperstudio.com and you can sign up for it there. In fact, right here, we are actually looking at the button on thestamperstudio.com where you could go. And as long as I'm here, we also have coming up our Crafter Retreat. Our Crafter Retreat is coming up January 20th to 22nd. We are going to be in Woodville, Wisconsin. You are going to get lodging. You are going to get all your meals prepared by an amazing chef for the weekend. You're going to get snacks. You're going to get 3 make and takes included, and we will also be adding some bonus classes that you can sign up for individually. So
maybe you should make that tortellini sausage soup.
Yep,
Man, that's good.
So we will be there from Friday night through Sunday afternoon. So sign up again at thestamperstudio.com and join us for our Crafter Retreat. People are signing up. There is obviously limited space, so sign up soon.
All right. So while you were gone, I added a little snowflake here. I had die cut some of these little snowflakes out. So I put one there, I put one here, and I might put one somewhere else. I'm not sure. But I think that's it. I use a lot of stamp sets. I can't, because I'm not leaning over it, I can't tell if it's completely straight. And we do, obviously, we'll come back and put our letters here, and I'll put a picture of that. Oh, I did forget one thing that I definitely wanted to do, and that would be to put some bling. Why would you not? Why you have to have bling on something, right? On everything. Let's see. I'm going to take my take your pick, which is over here. And we're going to add some of these to our snowflakes. Because, of course, we want bling, bling. Lots of, I love bling. Shiny things. Oh, I only put on 2. Oh, nope, these. We'll put them in here. And I thought, well, I don't want to do a color, so I just went with these, which are silver and shiny and fun. So there we go. So there's our winter one. I told you I didn't glue that quite down yet. So there we have it. What do you think? What do you think? I'd love to hear what you think about it. I think it's really fun. There are a lot of pieces that are die cut. I will have those pre-die cut for you, so you don't have to deal with that. Like the snowflake and some of those things, those will get die cut ahead of time. So that's it. That is what I have. Dave, did you have one more thing?
Nope.
Hang on. Can you? Michelle says, can you share where all the sales are? You mentioned
the clearance things that you said, the discounts on everything.
Yep.
I couldn't find the list.
Oh, go to thestamperstudio.com. And then it takes you to the website and you would be able to find them.
Click on order products. Yeah, I do not see it there. Sorry.
Okay.
Here I am. I looked under specials.
Yep. Clearance. No, it's not clearance.
I know.
Okay. Go. We'll find it and put the link in the chat. How's that sound? Let's do that. Okay. So there we have it. There is a very fun, very, very fun. And then you can just trade them out each month. And of course we'll do each season, right? Not each month. But who knows? Maybe Valentine's. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I feel like that's kind of a lot of watching me put together things as opposed to usually stamping. But I hope you learned something, and I hope that was fun. But we'll put that link in the chat, and I'll put my finished picture in the chat, and we'll get it all ready to show you. I hope you sign up for the class. It'd be fun to have you come and make your own. I will see you on Saturday, but until then, stamp, stamp, stamp. Happy stamping, friends.